Hey everyone, welcome to a new episode of Gimme Some Torah. This week's Torah portion is Parashat Noach, and it contains the story of Noah and the ark. God gave Noah very specific instructions for the building of the ark, and this ark included a basic layout of 3 floors, top, middle, and bottom. Rashi quotes the Talmud on that verse and says that the top floor was for Noah and his family, the middle floor was for the animals, and the third floor was for the zevel, the dung and refuse produced by the animals. Rabbi Baruch Epstein, an early 20th century scholar, better known as the Torah Tamima, points out that there are other versions of this midrash in which the assignment of the floor usage is quite the opposite. In some versions, he writes, we read that the top floor was for the dung and refuse, the middle floor was for the animals, and the bottom was for the human beings. Now, the Torah Tamima does suggest that we rely only on the first version, the one quoted by Rashi, because it makes more sense that the refuse would be kept on the bottom floor so that it could be easily thrown away into the water. Nonetheless, I think that we can learn something from both versions. You see, the 2 versions of the ark's layout remind me of 2 kinds of people. One is the kind who keeps the negative parts of his personality, the dung and refuse of his soul, if you will, hidden down below on the 3rd floor, where it can be easily disposed of. We all have a negative, dirty side, but good people learn to keep that on the bottom floor and don't let their negativity pollute the emotional environment. Now, the other kind of person is the kind who tends to keep the dung of his soul on the top floor, where everyone can see it. This is the kind of person who parades his negative side around as if it were a prized possession or a rare pet. Likewise, such a person keeps his humanity hidden in steerage, in 3rd class, the basement of his soul. And whenever he feels the weight of his spiritual dung getting too heavy, he lightens the load by tossing a little more of his humanity overboard. Eventually, all of that emotional garbage gets so heavy that he sinks in the spiritual sense. That's all for today. Check back soon for another episode of Gimme Some Torah. I'm Rabbi Eli Garfinkel, and I wish you a Shabbat Shalom.